As you probably already know, and what it says on the screen, my name is Antonio. I'm a part of the TradeLocker team here, reporting from the offices. You have the developers behind me and the product managers working on your new features that you can see on our roadmap. Hopefully you're all very excited about it. And today we have third auditorium from Lambo Alex. You can see his full trading journey, his full story on our YouTube channel. He talked about it last week. So today we're not going to go over that, but I can give you a little bit of a preview. Alex is not his real name. If I remember,
yeah, it's a nickname, but
it's a nickname. You may not know his real name. You may not see his face, but I'm sure you're going to learn a lot today. Alex has been trading for the past 5 or 6 years, if I'm correct, Alex.
yeah, it's what 2024 now. So yeah, 2019,
Yeah,
5 years.
2019, and it started slow like everybody, but now Alex has acquired enough with his trading to own a couple of rental properties and to get his success even higher in the upcoming years. So Alex has a lot of interesting things to say, and today, if I remember what you sent me, you're going to mostly talk about risk management and how you're handling that. Is that right?
Hello. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So
all right. You want me to share?
no, not yet. You're going to talk about risk management, right, today?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm talking about risk management. I made a little PDF. You could send that. Do you have the link for that?
Yes, I have the link. I'll send it to everybody. I'll send it here, and here it is. So this is what Alex has prepared for you. A little bit of his insights, his learnings. And Alex, I'm going to leave the stage to you. You can share your screen, talk about the risk. And guys, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. If you don't have time to watch it all, you can watch this next week on our YouTube channel. And just one other thing, if you don't see the screen quite well, just click on what Alex is sharing and it will open up and you can enter even full screen. And I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, I'm on my iPad because my headphones died. So sorry if you can't see it that well. So today we're going to talk about risk management. And I think that's probably one of the most important things, or probably the most important thing when it comes to trading, because you can have a great trade, but if you don't have a good stop loss or good take profits, that trade can go reverse really quickly on you. And when that happens, most new traders I know, they start adding more size. If it goes below their entry, they keep adding and adding. And I call it like the infinity ads, where they just blow up their account just by adding more size, thinking, oh, it'll come back. And then once it hits break even, I can close out. So I made some tips on how you can help with your risk management, so you can read through that. And I'll go over a few of them. So the main thing is, like, when people first start trading, a lot of times they follow other people and they don't realize that, oh, this guy is not like a god. Like, no one can have 100%. If they did, they'd be like billionaires, because every trade they make, they just keep adding more money to it and then they'll win. But it doesn't work that way. Most traders, like, if you're a good trader, like I think I have like a 65% win rate. I was looking through. So that means like a little less than half of my trades are losers. But if I make sure that the trades that I win are much larger and the losses I have small, I'm going to have a really good P&L every week. So some tips you can use are like if you know your trade is like really down red, like as in you're losing a lot of money and you added a lot of positions, like don't even waste your time thinking, oh, it'll come back or let me manage the position. Just cut the trade, because a lot of times it's not going to come back. It'll just go lower and lower and you keep adding more money into the account, or your account blows up because you have no money left. And then that messes with your emotions, because now you're like, why did I do this? You know, it makes you lose your confidence. And then when you don't have good confidence when you're trading, you're going to also be scared to take good trades. And then sometimes you get into something called tilt. And I call it tilt. It's like if you ever go to a casino, in a casino, like let's say if you're at the blackjack table, right? You lose a few hands and you're like, oh, I have to win now because it's like the odds should be coming back, right? So you keep adding more size and more size. And then now you have no more money because your bankroll is pretty low. So you have to think of it like a casino where you go in with a certain amount of money. Let's say it's $1,000. You have to manage that money, and the goal is to grow it before you leave. Obviously, in a casino, they always take your money, but the markets aren't that different. Most of the time, the goal is for market makers to take money from retail, and most of the time, retail will lose. So things like having a profit goal, and I'd say more like a profit limit instead of, I should change it to limit actually. Because let's say you have $500 daily goal and you make $400 on a day. Like, what's the point of you trying to trade and take another trade just to risk to get another $100? Like, if you're close enough to your goal, you might be done. Like, there's no point in trading more, because every trade you take extra is more risk of you losing your profits. So I think a limit is better. So even if you have like $1,000 limit and you made $800 on 2 trades or 1 trade, you should just call it. You know what I mean? Like, you're already up a lot on the day. Come back tomorrow and start again. And then things like correcting weaknesses. So having a good journal, and the journal could be as simple as like you write your entries, your exit, why you took the trade, and how much you made. And in the reasons, you could be like, oh, there's a bounce, 9 EMA bounce, whatever it is, a rejection. I saw this, a lot of volume coming in. And then you put this amount of size, and you can even go even deeper. Like, what were your emotions like? How'd you start off on the day? Things like that. Were you stressed out? And then if you see a lot of losing trades, have this same repeated thing, like, oh, I had too much size, or my stop loss was too wide, or it was too small. You use those to adjust your next trades. So if you have a lot saying, oh, my stop loss was way too wide, maybe lower the make the stop loss a little smaller now. And another thing is, like, if you have like 2 losing trades in a row, just call it a day. Because what happens is you can be like, oh, I lost $400. Now, most people, what they do is they probably size up. They'll increase their size. Like, oh, I'm just going to make it back all in 1 trade. Boom, you lose that trade. Now you're deeper in the hole. And now you're going into the thing called tilt again. And when you start over trading, you start pretty much gambling. And almost always you're going to lose. You might make it back even. But it was like, what was the point of you going through all that stress to go back even? And then how to deal with losing streaks. So people will always have, like, even like really good traders going to have losing streaks sometimes, because sometimes just the market's not giving you good trades or good opportunities, or if they do, they psych you out. And so one way to do it is, like, let's say after the second day of losing, you lower the trade to half size, and then third day you do even lower size. And if you keep doing that, just look through your journals, maybe do some paper trading, or just take some time off. Honestly, sometimes, like, I remember in the beginning, like, I'd go on a few days of losing, and the best thing was just taking like a week off of not trading. And then, so Prisma asked me like what kind of trades I took this week. If you guys saw on my Twitter or even in this Discord, I kept talking about this range, what I call the doom range. And I've been saying for the past few days, it was like, it's going to keep doing this, keep bouncing in here. And one thing I saw was a lot of people went short when it broke out. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's just going to go back in range. So I actually bought this area, wait to go back in range. And then yesterday, I said how after this PCE news, another thing, don't trade news. Wait till the news ends, then trade it. So most people probably thought, oh, it's out of range. PC's not good. I'm going to short. Boom. This was like a 200-point candle or 100-point candle. And I said I was going to go short around anything in this purple range, this box. So I waited till the news ended, and let's go here. So I waited till the news ended, and most people, I said it was a big range because we had all these wicks before, so it could have been anywhere in here from 980 all the way to 1820. So 2 weeks ago, you could try shorting here, and yeah, you would, let's say short at 980, you could put your stop loss at 1800. It's 20 points. So it goes to here, bounces. We didn't really get much continuation, but 10 points. You would have gotten stopped out, but then you would wait for the next time it got to this line. And if you saw here, we based around and we hit a double top, and I was like, all right, I'm going to get in. So I got in around here, like 18,020 or 18. You put your stop loss at the high of day now, and you hold, right? So you could take, let's say you did a 0.10 on NAS 100. After 20 points, you can close half the position. And then what I do is I leave my runners at break even, or actually even the original stop, because I was looking for a bigger move, honestly. So this position actually, like, this trade was a lot. It was like 150 points actually. And obviously you're not going to capture all of it, but let's say it goes here, you could sell, comes back here, you got like a little break and retest, you could short it again, it goes down, and you take trims along the way. And always have stops or like at break even at least, so that if you're in a trade that's winning, let's say you're over here and you think, oh, it's going to keep I actually thought it was going to keep crashing. It didn't. It reversed. I actually held here, let it go here, and I was like, okay. It came back to this area, and I closed out. And then I was like, all right, I'm done for the day. If I wanted, I could try to short it later on, but I hit pretty close to my goal, and I didn't think I needed to keep trading more.
There's some good questions here. You can answer them. You don't need to write. Yeah, Shockwave, the first one. How do you feel about hedging a losing trade?
Oh, like as in like, let's say you're going short and then you want to add a long. No, I don't even bother doing that. I feel like that you're just screwing yourself over more, because what if the trade goes down again? Now you're in 2 losing trades, right?
Okay.
I don't know. I've seen people do it, but like, what's the point? Just close it. If you're really down boundary, close it and just turn the screen off and leave. Like, shut everything down, just leave,
Did you do it sometimes in the past? Try it, or at least?
I've tried it one time, and I was like in a crypto trade, and it was just like, now you're managing 2 positions, right? That are against each other, because you obviously have a bias towards one end, right? Let's say short. You want the short to win, and now you're in a long. The long goes up a bit, but you're like, okay, it might go up more, but you still want it to go down. So in the end, if it goes down, where now you have a long position that's also in the red.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, just shut it out, cut the losses, and move out of the screen.
Yeah, I think you're better off cutting the loss.
Kimberly, I think the next question is from Kimberly.
So how do you plan your? Don't over leverage. So I would say is like, if you sometimes I scale into positions. So let's say I'll do a 0.05 and I'll add one more 0.05. That's it. Don't add any more. If you keep adding more, that's how you over leverage. Just have a max position size. That's for your account. So let's say your account's at $2,000. I think the max you should do is like a 0.1 or maybe 0.15, but no more. Mm-hmm. And use scale into position. So like even here, right? Like if I wanted to say today, I want to go short here, right? I'll short. Let's say it comes here, I go do a short here. And then, look, this was an area up over here where it rejected. So maybe that's my final ad, and that's it. And then have a stop loss up to here or max above at this line. But don't add more than a fixed amount. If you keep adding, that's how you're going to blow up your count, especially in NAS, because like you keep adding lot sizes, like you're exponentially increasing your risk.
Any other questions, guys? Maybe from the document Alex sent. If there aren't any more questions, this was short and sweet. Thank you, Alex. I think it was really valuable. Especially I like how you're writing everything down, what you want to get across, and so a lot of people can think about it later. If they can reach you over here, or they can reach you at Twitter. Twitter is the same name as here, Lambo Alex. He posts frequently, so
I think it's better doing the smaller sessions, because then if you give someone a lot of things at once, they're probably not going to remember everything.
Sometimes the saying, is it you don't know if it's a good or bad teacher if nobody has any questions. Like there was two or three questions. I think you're a good teacher. You got the message across. So that was pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining. If you have any more questions, ask Alex in this Discord. Follow him on Twitter or X. Yep. I keep saying Twitter. I forget about it.
Yeah, I keep saying Twitter too. X is weird.
Okay. I'll announce the next week's schedule today or on Monday. And we have some new traders also coming up. So have a good weekend, guys. And cheers. Bye.
Yep. Thank you.